Hey, ladies. Hello, hello. How are you this evening? I hope you are doing well. I hope you gave me a like. Definitely like the stream tonight. We have a little bit to go over with regards to uh, GPT-4, which is forthcoming. And you're going to hear my printer for a second just because I need to print my notes because I was so excited to get to you ladies that I forgot to print my notes. So, yes, 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 becoming bossy, put the words in my mouth. So, I'm sorry if you all can hear the printer back here. Okay, we're all done. Okay, so yes, we are on the path to 1,000 subscribers. We have 10 more people to go before we hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here tonight. Definitely like the stream. Definitely share the stream. What happens at 1,000 subscribers? It unlocks monetization. So your girl could get a little check from Google because you know what? Every little bit helps. So definitely tell a friend or two if she is an upwardly mobile Black woman. Or even earlier today, I invited an upwardly mobile non-Black woman because she asked what kind of content I was doing, and I told her, and she was like, "Oh, that sounds great." So she's a Puerto Rican girl, and she wants to come over as well. So you all know that we are welcoming over here. So many of you follow Erica Williams. She usually does her Tech Tuesdays, but it's usually like how to get into tech and things like that. Well, we're going to still Tech Tuesday from Erica, but instead of talking with an expert, we're going to talk about a couple of the things that are coming forth with regards to GPT-4. So, first of all, just Ashar is in the building saying greetings to everybody, and Dark and Lovely is in the buildings. And Jessica is saying, let me share this. You need to get that $10 check. I certainly do. Why should Google get all of it? I know. That's right, ladies. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about GPT-4. We are going to talk about some of the things that are coming out with GPT-4. Currently, GPT-3 or 3.5 is what is being used now for ChatGPT. Also, a lot of your other favorite AI applications are using GPT-3 or GPT 3.5. But GPT-4 is coming out and it is going to do some really big things. And then ladies, prompt engineers are making 175,000 to 300,000 plus. We're going to show you a little bit about what's happening with that industry, how you can get involved. Yes, ladies, this field is wide open. Yes, NFTs were crazy. They were the craze. Crypto was the craze, things going up and down with all of those types of technology. I honestly believe that um, AI is here to stay. I don't think this is a fad. Put a one in the chat if you agree with me that this is not a fad. Put a two in the chat if you're like, no, Cherie, artificial intelligence is a fad. It's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. Put a one in the chat if you agree with me that artificial intelligence is not a fad. Two, if you think I'm off my rockers. I see the ones coming through. The ones are coming through. Ladies, yes. Sweet lady, hello. How are you doing tonight? Yes, ladies, get your notebooks. Yes, yes. And every penny counts on this Google platform as well as for all of you. So, ladies, let's make some money. Sydney, sorry, is saying that's why I'm going to school for. Good for you. Good for you. Sean is in the building, natural hair. Will it stay free? There are versions of it that will be free, and there were versions of it that will be paid. But, sweet lady, I do suggest as quickly as possible you get into the paid versions. I'm even thinking get into the paid versions. Computer and Coin is in the building. Texas Rose is here. Hello, ladies. Hello. Okay. Without further ado, don't forget to hit the likes. We are on the path to 1,000 subscribers. This is my sprint this week so that we can get to 1,000 subscribers. And then I got a fabulous guest coming on that you all are going to love. Okay, so first things first, what is happening with GPT-4? So I'm going to share my screen here and we're going to take a look at what will be coming out with GPT-4. So GPT-4 is expected to launch in the next week or two. This is from livemint.com telling us all we need to know so far about the next gen language model. Okay? So, this is saying here, this was like the easiest article for me to present to you ladies. There are more articles out there that are a lot more technical, but this was in plain English. So, they're saying here OpenAI could release the next generation of large language model, which is called GPT-4, as early as next week. While ChatGPT has been restricted to answering users' questions with text, the next generation of language model from the Microsoft backed startup could have the ability to generate AI powered videos and other types of content. It is saying here a multimodal language model can source information from a number of sources, meaning that the latest developments based on GPT-4 could have the ability to reply to a user's queries in the form of images, music, and video. So ladies, right now if you use GPT, you only put in text and you only get out text. What is going to happen with GPT-4 is that you'll be able to put in all sorts of data and sources of information and forms of information, and it'll spit out all sorts of data and forms of information, including images, music, and video. And you may say, well, Cherie, there are other places like Midjourney right now that does that, or other applications. Yes, but here's the other key with GPT-4 is that it will do it infinitely faster than what is done today. Infinitely faster. So let's keep reading the article. Apart from GPT-4's multimodal abilities, it could also be successful in solving ChatGPT's problem of responding slowly to user-generated queries. The next generation the next generation language model is expected to give out answers much more quickly and in a more human-like manner. OpenAI could also be working on a mobile app powered by GPT-4. It is highly likely that GPT-4 will be used in the Bing chat. So, right now, Microsoft is gearing up to be the biggest social, the search engine out there. Microsoft and Bing. So giddy up, prepare for it. So that's the end of that article. Then the second thing is I just want to explain what language modeling is because they used a lot of talk about language modeling. Language modeling is the task of predicting the next word or character in a document. This technique can be used to train language models that can further be applied to a wide range of natural language tasks like text generation, text classification, and question answering. So, ladies, this is big news for us with regards to what is going to be happening with GPT-4. And LJ is here saying prompt engineering is the future of AI. It's actually here, LJ. It is actually here. We're going to talk about that. Okay, so that is part of what's happening with ChatGPT 4. But I've got a video for you ladies that I want to show you um, this gentleman put together 8 ways that ChatGPT 4 will be better. I'm only going to go through 2 of those 8 ways, okay? And then if you want to see the whole thing, I will send it to you. It's kind of technical, but it's still really good. But I wanted to show you 2 things. So the first is reading comprehension. Make sure it says normal here. Yes, perfect. All right, let's hear the first thing that he's saying here about reading comprehension.
Will be in reading comprehension. That is understanding, digesting, analyzing, comprehending essentially large or long passages of text. You can just imagine the implications of this. Summarizing earning calls or transcribing and summarizing YouTube videos automatically, condensing information down to a paragraph, which might have been pages and pages, chapters and chapters. I think this graph is particularly stunning. How the latest models are now getting close to the performance of the best humans at understanding text. How long will it be until they can read Dostoevsky and summarize it in a thought out paragraph? ChatGPT definitely can't do this. Give it a reading comprehension question and it gets it wrong almost every time. In fact, quite hilariously, when I gave it one question, it only picked the wrong answer and neglected both correct answers. But GPT-4, with 99.9% certainty, will be a lot better at doing that.
Okay, ladies. Yes, the first thing is summarizing long passages of text. Really, he's talking about the AI. He's talking about the AI being able to comprehend what it's reading and to comprehend it more effectively. So we could throw in Warren Buffett's, we call it his annual sales holder letter and say, summarize this and, give me some information with regards to how I should invest or things like that. Hey, selfish love, you're late, but you're here. Don't worry about it. We just got started. Uh, it also, for all of you parents out there, your kids will be using ChatGPT to try and cheat. I would suggest they not do that because there are plagiarizer AIs that are out there that will catch them. However, they can use ChatGPT to help them understand certain pieces of information, especially longer text, things like that. So, the fact that this thing is going to be able to process a lot more information in shorter time and actually be able to read it and understand it for nuance, I think is going to be very powerful. So, yeah, you're saying I'm 10 subs away. I know, girl, we're almost there. All right. So, another thing that came out is the ability for it to do quick math. So let's see what this gentleman is saying here about the ability to do quick math.
Next is math. Here are a bunch of examples that Google produced in the research paper about the improvements that its current model can do, unreleased to the public, but that something like GPT would really struggle at. And you don't need me to show you ChatGPT failing at these because it's quite notoriously bad at math. These are quite nuanced questions though. How many keystrokes are needed to type the numbers from 1 to 500? Yes, ChatGPT fails. What about a word problem? Roger has 5 tennis balls. He buys 2 more cans of tennis balls. Each can has 3 tennis balls. How many tennis balls does he now have? This uses something called chain of thought prompting, which I'll talk about a bit later. But either way, it gets the answer right, whereas previous models get it wrong. You don't need me to help you imagine the kind of implications that a GPT better at math would be for the world. Just think about finance assistants or math tutors available in your pocket. Before we move on to
So now, ladies, instead of having to pay a math tutor, ChatGPT 4 or GPT-4 may be able to assist you while assisting your children with their homework. It also, again, this guy talked about the fact that it will be able to understand nuance when it comes to the mathematical problems. It could help your kids prepare for the SAT. It could help you, with all sorts of work that you're doing. Thinking about selfish love here. So selfish love, it could probably it could probably help you read the IRS code and find what you're looking for. Can you summarize the IRS code, etc. You're asking here, how do you keep up with all the latest news? I always have to catch up on the weekends. Uh, I put other things to the side in order to read it. I actually have on my desktop, I have a list of what do you call it? I have a bookmark. I have a list of sites I go to every day, and I read headlines. I kind of snag stuff that I think is interesting. Some stuff I read right away, other things I read on the weekend. And yeah, that's how I do it. But I consider this a part of my job now is, you know, coming and being informed and coming and telling you ladies what is happening. So that's my little trick. So definitely there is nuance, there is chain of thought that's happening. In other words, all the movies that we saw where it's like machina, where the robot comes to life, this is where we're seeing the robots come to life because they're able to think. And again, with the language modeling definition that I showed you, it's able to predict the questions that you're going to ask. Now, ladies, whatever, in my opinion, okay, unpopular opinion and also conspiracy theory is about to come out. Whatever uh, version of GPT is dropping now, they are two versions ahead behind the lab. I said it and I stand by it. India is saying I've been using ChatGPT to prep for tech writing job interviews. Good for you. The prompts have been so helpful. I love that. Yes, India, that is so smart. I love that. Perhaps one day you could even teach a class on how to use ChatGPT effectively, how to write prompts. Because you think about it now, even though 100 million people are on ChatGPT, there are 6 billion people in the world. You know how many people aren't using it? Or of the 100 million people that are using it, they are not using it effectively. There are prompt engineering courses. I went through quite a few of them. A lot of them are really bad. This one guy I found, though, y'all are going to love him. I'm only going to show you a piece of his video, but it's really good. Um, but yeah, think about ways, India, for you to take your experiences with ChatGPT and turn it into dollars. Turn it into money, money. Okay, so the final section I want to show you here is logic. So let's go here to what this guy is saying about GPT-4 handling logic.
Let's start with logic and logical inference. This example comes from Google's Palm research paper. The question or input was this: Shelley is from Virginia, but is visiting that city with that famous market where they throw the fish. So vague. Going home next Tuesday. Question: is it likely that Shelley will be near the Pacific Ocean this weekend? And you can see how the improved model is able to deduce that yes, indeed, because she's probably going to Seattle, that she will be on the Pacific Ocean. Whereas if you ask current ChatGPT this question, what you get is, based on the information given, it's not possible to determine. The statement only mentions that Shelley is from Virginia and visiting a city with a famous market. It really can't handle it. It can't do that level of logical inference. Here is another great example. This test of critical reasoning and logic was designed again for the Big Bench benchmark, and it was tested on different language models. And most of them fail, including ChatGPT. I gave it this question and it picked the wrong answer. You can pause and examine the question yourself, but C is not the correct answer. It gets it wrong. However, let's take a look at the graph beneath at other language models, ones to come, GPT-4 maybe, and look what happens. As the models increase in effective parameter count and other things like token size.
Okay, so the effective parameter count, that's a really big thing. It's basically the parameters are like the amount of things it's able to think about and research and calculate and do at one time. So GPT-3 and 3.5 that we're working on now is super, super limited. But they're saying GPT-4 is going to be 10x what we have at GPT-3. Okay?
Look at the performance. We start to beat not only average raters, but all previous models and approximate the performance of the best human rater. So the top line is the best human rater, the blue line is the average human rater. So these unreleased models, Palm, the three-shot means it was given 3 examples of what was expected before being tested. But these best models, and you can imagine GPT-4 would be around the same level, now crush what ChatGPT was capable of. You can imagine what this means in terms of GPT-4 giving more rigorous arguments. Or conversely, you can give vague inputs like this thing talking about a famous market where they throw the fish. And GPT-4 might well be able to understand exactly what you mean. And
Okay, ladies, so more and more people are going to be able to use GPT-4 because what this guy is saying is that you'll be able to throw vaguer and vaguer information in there and it may be able to catch on. I will say, however, that the prompt engineers that know what they're doing, the reason that they're going to be paid so much money is because there will still be a lot of times where you need a smart person to put in prompts in a specific way for GPT-4 to actually give you the correct answer or create whatever you're Ladies, let me know if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. It didn't flag me. Oh, goodness. No, they didn't flag me. The problem is that my internet went out. I don't know if you all are still here or not. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. We have really bad weather here. You all can hear. Great. Okay. I wasn't sure if this will still be up or not. Okay. Yeah. So my internet went out for a couple of minutes. It's really windy here this morning. It was snowing, et cetera, et cetera. So thanks for staying. Okay. Yeah. No, we didn't get flagged. We're still good. Because I was getting to the good part about the prompt engineering. So let's keep going. Let's keep moving, ladies. Okay. So the first thing is that these salaries are going to be big for ChatGPT. Um, You can see here on my screen, prompt engineering in the USA. There are some jobs going for 250,000 to 335,000. Now, I'll be honest with you, these are people who also have coding backgrounds and certain types of experience, but this is helpful, right? They have some people, again, 250,000 to 335,000. There was another one down here somewhere. They have, I'm not seeing it anymore. Why am I not seeing it? 175,000. So yeah, so you all are able to see the different jobs that they have. You can definitely check out prompt engineers if you want to see what kind of jobs that are available. You all also know I'm a fan of you starting your business. You can start your business in order to pay off debt, have a second income. You know, the economy is about to be cray cray right now. Thanks to Jerome Powell and the Fed. We're going to talk about that tomorrow night. But they have all sorts of people here on Fiverr offering to do prompt engineering, create prompts, things like that. Some of them are offering to do it for specific, um, what do you call it, specific websites and applications. Sometimes the more specialized you are, the better off you can be. But ladies, definitely take this as a lesson with regards to how much freelancers are getting, how much you could get. You don't just have to be on Fiverr using those networks in order to say, hey, I'm creating prompts specifically for accounting firms, or I'm creating prompts specifically for CEOs of, I don't know, certain types of tech companies, et cetera, et cetera. So, wanted to show you that. And then the final thing that I want to show you is, oh, thanks, Dark and Lovely. The wind is really howling right now. If I go out again, I'll try to come back, but I'm hoping I can get through this because you all are going to love this. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay, selfish love. We are home, we are safe. So, you know. Okay, so there is this really cool guy that I have found. If you are super nerdy about getting into prompt engineering or anything with ChatGPT, his name in his channel is H-Educate. H-Educate. He did this really great prompt engineering course here that's 30 minutes. This is like, I wouldn't even say 101. It's a super intro session. So if you want to learn how to do prompt engineering, I would suggest you watch it. Definitely. And he said he has something coming out in a couple of weeks because he said he found some other ways for us to make money with ChatGPT. That is like next level. So, like, I got my notifications on for this guy. But at the very end of this video, he has about 4 minutes of information with regards to how we can use ChatGPT prompt engineering in order to make money. Some of the things that we need to think about. Ladies, get your notebooks out because you really are going to like this. I might start it and stop it as well. So let's hear what he has to say.
different parameters. Now, I want to answer an important question. Is what you learned today enough to be a professional prompt engineer? Let's be honest. Even though this course is really interesting, it took me hours and hours of research and tests, but it's not enough. So, what to do next? Three things. Number one, you have to turn on notifications to get my upcoming videos because I am planning this year to focus on this skill and help you learn more about this skill. I believe it's one of the best skills in the future. So I have many examples, many case studies for you coming up soon. The second
His case studies, ladies, are really, really good. I will tell you that. And I saw here, Sweet Lady is saying his info is very good. Yes. You stay putting us up on game. Cannot wait to super chat you. Thank you so much. Even though I heard YouTube is tripping with the super chats, so we may be doing Cash App over here, but we'll see. We shall see. All right. Let's see what else he has to say.
thing, you have to do your homework. You need to do some research. As I told you, go do some research, test, try it by yourself, and see the results by yourself. If you have any questions, anything, as I mentioned, I'm waiting for you in the comments section below. And number three, in line with prompt engineering, you need to focus on the following skills. Number one, critical thinking and problem solving.
Did you hear that, ladies? Now, how many times have I said my famous four? I need to come up with the name of my famous four things that you need to concentrate on. Technical skills, soft skills, networking, multicultural networking, and getting your resources together through financial literacy. And wouldn't you know, one of the soft skills that needs to be developed is critical thinking. See, the people that are going to make $175,000 to $300,000 a year are going to be the people that know how to critically think, because the AI is smart, but the AI can only be smart based on what we put into it. And the people that are going to do very well are going to be the people that know how to put the prompts in such a way that you're able to take the information out of the human person's brain, put it into the AI, and have it spit out exactly what they want. Let's continue.
These skills will help you craft and create and be creative in writing your prompts to get better results. And this also can be improved by practice and training and research. Number two, data analysis and visualization skills. This is very important because later on you will use prompt engineering to analyze data, to visualize things. It's not enough to write and get prompts. If you are working in a company, maybe they want you to use AI for data analysis, for programming, for other tasks. So you have to combine tasks together. You have to learn how to implement prompt engineering in data analysis and data studies. Number three, I really encourage you to learn Python scripting. No need to be a professional Python programmer, but you have to understand basic Python scripting, because later on we will see how to integrate ChatGPT and NLP with Python to get really awesome results. You'll be really shocked with the results you can get if you combine scripting with NLP models. You can save a lot of time, do a lot of interesting tasks, achieve really things you never thought about in business and work, and even in your own life, to manage your time and so on. Focus on learning basic Python scripting and to
Ladies, Coursera could be a great place. I took a Python course a while ago through Coursera. I finished like half of it, not because I couldn't finish the whole thing, but just because I ran out of time. I didn't have enough time for it. But there are places to learn these things on YouTube, or Coursera was like $50 a month, or there are other boot camps you can go to, things like that. So these are the kinds of hard skills or technical skills that you need.
help you. Soon I will publish here on my channel a basic Python scripting course. In like 15 minutes, you can master the basics of Python programming. So please don't forget.
He said 15 minutes, you can master the basics of Python scripting. So let's keep going.
Please watch this course and learn Python. It may change the way you work online or you do marketing or whatever you are doing. It's very important. And number 4, become more familiar with NLP concepts and AI. Take a course, free course on Udemy, on YouTube, on ED.
NLP is natural language programming, ladies. So he's saying that you need to take a course to be familiar with natural language programming.
X, on Udacity, any website you want. Learn more about AI and NLP and how these language models work. Again, to help you, I will try my best also to create a course for beginners to learn AI, machine learning, and NLP in a simple way so you can follow up with us and master these skills. If you want to do something for yourself, for your family, for the world, you have to improve your skill. You need to invest in yourself. Please invest every day 1 hour to learn something new. We have a library of free courses online, on YouTube, on Udemy. Everywhere we have courses. Just you need to invest some time to learn and to apply and to test, and you will see like in 1 year you will change your life. I hope you enjoyed this course.
Okay, ladies. In 1 year, you could change your life. I really like this guy, H-Educate, and some of the things that he's saying. So I definitely suggest you give him a try. If you are thinking of doing prompt engineering, I think it's going to be super huge. Um, I think it's super early as well. And I think that based on any skill that you currently have today, you add a few of the technical skills that he's talking about, put your networks in there, your soft skills. You could be making 6 figures in a business. You could do a part-time business with this, or you can get a job. So, yeah, this is your Tech Tuesday, ladies. This is your Tech Tuesday. I hope that you enjoyed today's session. Put an exclamation point in. Don't forget to like the video. We are on the path to 1,000 subscribers. So again, throw any exclamation points for me just so that YouTube can see the final extra engagement. We'll be back tomorrow night to talk about Jerome Powell. 7 to 10% is going to be the unemployment number over the next however long. It's coming. You'd better be prepared. If you weren't prepared, go in a dark mode. We talked about that yesterday. Hey, Victoria, saying this is a great skill for women. Yes, it is, especially if you want to stay at home and work. We know how to ask questions to get the data we need. Yes, we do. Thank you for all the exclamation points, ladies. Love you so much. Thank you for the support. Send this to a friend or two, especially those who are at risk of losing their jobs or people who need a side hustle, a full-time hustle. Let them know that this is a great opportunity for them if they put themselves in the right position. And with that, I will see you ladies tomorrow night. Thank you so much. Have a great one.